Hey everyone, welcome back to another Desmos crafting tutorial. So last time I got cut off a little early, so I couldn't finish setting bounds for these lines with you. But the good news is that they tell you exactly what these points are. Well, the 9.438 isn't very exact, but it is good enough for our purposes. Okay, this number is probably some multiple of a number divided by 16. We can, in fact, let's see what number values to 0.438. That is just under half. I'm thinking 7 over 18. 7 over 16. Yes, so this is 7 over 16. So if you want to, instead of writing 9.438, 9 and 7 over 16. See? Not much has changed. Actually, yeah, not much of a difference. Also, another thing that I do want to update is so last time we did expand this building out a little bit to add more depth to it, and that interfered with our horizon line. And then we could change that. So now we can update the new x boundary to -1.5 instead of 2. So let's do that. Okay. So today, I wanna get a lamp post in. There are a few ways you can do this. You could add a base to it, or you can just straight up make a cylinder. So I wanna add my lamppost at around here, so close to the x-axis. So if you want to, you can add an extra guideline on where you want to put your lamppost. So we can start at this point, which is 0.4. So you can say y equals negative whatever slope you want times x plus 4. Okay, if you're using the same guidelines as I am, use the same layout, which I assume most of you are. This is how you would add a new guideline if you need to. Okay, and let's just put this right underneath the horizon line. So right underneath where it intersects, y is less than or equal to 4. Okay. So in my case, I left the slope at 1. So our first lamp post is going to be around here. For me, I'm not going to make the base. So I'm going to straight up just put the cylinder right into the ground, put the pole right into the ground. So to start, I would suggest you could either do the bottom first, or you could do the sides first. I'm going to do the sides first. So I want to call this. Actually, you know what? Since this is like this is a lamppost. It's not a building anymore. So we're gonna just go ahead and put this outside of the folder and create a new one. I want to call this lamppost, or you can call these street lamps if you want to. And then I want to call this lamp 1 because I want to make sure all my lines are together. They're all grouped together. So I want to make make the left side of the pole right over here. So this is at x equal to 4. And depending on how wide you want to make it, this is pretty wide. Well, let's go with it. So you can make it tall. So you can make it at around this height. In fact, let's you know what? I want to set it. Set the height. It's gonna go from 0 to 8. Not sure if I want to make it taller. Well, let's go with this for now. We can adjust. And if you want to, you could use a half circle for the base, but I'm going to make mine's more of an oval or an ellipse. So I'm going to find the center of that. That's going to be at 5 x minus 5. So I want to actually it's at 4.5. You know what? Just for completeness. Okay. So I want to go over how to make a half circle. So to make a half circle, you first so if it's a bottom half, you add a negative. So you make sure you get all the negative values underneath, and then you take the square root of the radius squared minus quantity x minus horizontal shift squared. Okay, and if you want to stretch it, you just need to multiply by a number greater than 1. If you want to compress it, you multiply by a number that's less than 1. Okay, I want to use 3/4. I think 3/4 is good. Which means that at the very top. So I'm thinking that the top is going to be visible. So I'm going to use the same ellipse. So I'm going to say x minus the horizontal shift squared, and then well, I don't have any y shift, so I'm going to say plus y squared. That's going to be equal to 1/2 squared. And of course, we want to. You know what? I'm still going to put this y in parentheses because we are going to be moving this up all the way up to the top. And then it's going to have a y shift of 0.75 over the squared. And we'll bring us up to the very top. So I want to move it up all the way up to 8. So I'm going to subtract 8 from it. Okay, now just looking at it, I'm thinking this should be thinner. So I want to make this thinner. Okay, because I want this bottom mark to look exactly the same as this. Okay, and thankfully we don't have to hand draw these in. We can just write it in. Okay, so this is just the pole. Now we want to have something extending from it, which unfortunately I spent too much time going over how to draw a pole. So I'm gonna do that next time, and I'll see you then.